Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services. Let us discuss today the Hindu newspaper of Delhi edition. Along with that, we are going to discuss about the important topic from the Press Information Bureau, All India Radio, and to improve your vocabulary from the Hindu itself. Let us have a look of the first topic of the day. The first topic, it is related to the Manipur issue again. Remember this issue which is happening from May 3rd of 2023, exactly related to the clash between two communities in Manipur. Okay, the central government will ensure the execution of pact with cookies, says Biren. Okay, the Chief Minister of Manipur said Union Home Minister Amit Shah had promised that the center is going to ensure the problem which is faced by the people of the Kuki tribes, and also implementation of the suspension of operations agreement against the with the insurgent groups in the hill areas. You know about providing the ST status to the Meiteis, which triggered this particular violence in the state of Manipur. And so far, whatever the things happened, we are discussing from the day one about this issue. This topic comes under your General Studies 2 and 3. GS2 about the Indian polity subject, and GS3 it is about internal security issue. And the next topic, which is higher pension, July 11 is new deadline. What exactly this article is stating about? The EPFO, that is Employees Provident Fund Organization, extended the deadline for the employees and pensioners to apply for the higher pension till July 11. The date was extended. So the deadline was to expire on Monday. So with this, employees and pensioners will get around 15 more days to submit their joint option forms. The employers will have to validate the application by September 13. In this article, it is related to the increase in terms of their pension scheme. So the EPFO extended the deadline to submit their forms for the pensioners and employers. That is your context of the news. Remember, the EPFO come up with a decision to recommend an increase of some percentage in their interest of provident fund deposits. That percentage is like 0.05 percentage. The new rate applicable for 2022-23 will be 8.15 percentage. That's a major area to be focused. Apart from that, add on to this that you guys need to know about what is this EPFO. Employees Provident Fund Organization is one of the two main organizations under the Government of India, Ministry of Labor and Employment. This EPFO is a non-constitutional body that promotes employees to save funds for their retirement. It was launched in the year of 1951. It is responsible for regulation and management of the provident funds in our country. The other being employees state insurance also can be managed by them. Then EPFO provides the administers the mandatory provident fund, a basic pension scheme, and also a disability and death insurance scheme. It also manages the social security agreements with other countries as well, because you know about the international workers also covered under this EPFO plans in countries where the government of India used to have their bilateral agreements. Right, so these are all the major information that you need to gather under this EPFO. Remember, this EPFO comes under your General Studies 2, non-constitutional bodies. About pension scheme comes under your General Studies 3, Indian economy. Moving towards the next article, that what we are going to discuss is related to CAMPA, Compensatory Afforestation Fund, comes under the Karnataka news. What exactly the context is? The Forest Minister of Karnataka, Ishwar Kandre, said that Karnataka is getting convincing the center to utilize the CAMPA fund. What is the purpose of utilization of the fund as of now? To construct the barricades around the forests in the state of Karnataka. That is the context in the news that you need to understand. So this is your news page. logo of forest department unveiled. So the logo also they like unveiled. Like as I said, 641 kilometer length of barricades. Barricading for 310 kilometers has been completed. Each kilometer of barricade cost about 1.5 crore, and we wish to complete the whole length in the next 2 years. That is what the statement given by the minister. In this particular article, we need to understand what is meant by this CAMPA, compensatory afforestation fund. Remember, this particular fund was passed as per the act of the parliament, CAF Act of 2016. Okay, related to rules of this particular CAMPA also notified in the year of 2018. Remember, this is very important for you to understand why it was imposed. The CAF Act was enacted to manage the funds which collected for the compensatory afforestation, which till then was managed by ad hoc compensatory afforestation fund management and planning authority, that is known as CAMPA, the abbreviation of the word. You need to understand, I'm talking about this compensatory afforestation. What is mean by that? See, this means that every time forest land which is diverted for the non-forest purposes such as mining or industry, the user agency used to pay for planting the forests over an equal area of the non-forest land, or when such land is not available, twice the area of degraded forest land. If any industry purpose or mining purpose, the forest land were utilized by any agency means that agency is supposed to provide some compensatory fund for the purpose of planting the forests. As per the rules, 90 percentage of the 90 percentage of the CAF money is to be given to the states, while 10 percentage is to be retained by the central government. Right, so these are all the major information that you need to gather. This topic comes under your general studies 3, environment and ecology, and also policy and interventions under your general studies 2. Moving towards the next topic, what that we can focus it is on your editorial page. Two articles I listed out today to be discussed. One is about a grand revival. A grand revival. Remember, India and Egypt have re-established close ties in recent years. As we know very well, the two civilizations of the world, which was shared by Egypt as well as India, out of the four civilizations around the world. So the strategic partnership was the focus area during the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the Egypt, and also a significant over the India ties with the VANA, that is West Asia North Africa. That is long overdue because it is completely focusing on the historical ties. Remember, this article is stating about the background of how the relationship revived, relationship got founded between India and Egypt. It is starting from the friendship treaty in the year of 1955 and supporting of Egypt, including the Suez Canal crisis and about G77 grouping, and also during the Cold War, how both countries united, not to become a camp followers. So likewise, all the basics related to the India's and Egypt relationship from the foundation. And the second stanza, it is completely related to the content, what exactly that current meeting was focusing. In this particular article, what we are going to take away today, the takeaway for the day, it is related to the VANA region, that is West Asia, Africa, West Asia, North Africa. Remember, this VANA region is characterized by the high population growth and low erratic rainfall, limited arable land, and severely limited water resources. It comprises around 27 countries. It comprises around 27 countries with almost 600 million inhabitants, with Morocco in the west, Pakistan and Afghanistan in the east, Turkey in the north, and Ethiopia and Sudan in the south. This is your geographical position of this Vanna. So the region has been at conflict since the collapse of the Ottoman Empire and notably after the creation of Israel. Beside this region has seen rise of terrorism, Israeli-Palestine conflict, Iran-Saudi Arabia proxy conflict between Arabs and Berbers. Okay, so US intervention of Iraq in 2003, rise of the IS, so Arab Spring that spread civil wars like situation in the whole region, such as Syrian civil war. We can take an example, Iraq war, Libyan civil war. All these things were happening. So this is very important for you in terms of the geography related to what is that a grand revival of the India and Africa relationship, particularly Egypt. Okay, right. Moving towards the next article, I forgot to say this topic comes under your general studies to international relations. Next topic that we are going to discuss about the laying the foundation for a future ready digital India. So the Ministry of Electronics and IT, that is MeitY, has been actively organizing the consultations on proposed Digital India Bill to build a conceptual alignment on a new law that will replace India's 23-year-old Information Technology Act. So this context is completely related to how India is getting the consultation in the organized manner for the proposal of Digital India Bill. So we are going to discuss here in depth concept of what exactly this Digital India Bill. Apart from that, you just go through this article, you will be knowing about what is the progress and what area to be focused for us in terms of digital of our country. So this article is all about that. So I'm going to give you the add-on benefit that what you can take away for the day, right? So coming back to this particular area. See, the global standard in terms of the cyber law, the government of India proposed Digital Act of 2023. Remember, Digital Act of 2023. So this aim to helping India to reach the target of 1 trillion digital economy. That is the aim. So what exactly this standard cyber law, global standard cyber law? Remember, ensuring the Indian internet is open, safe and trusted, and also accountability, that is accountable of the usage. Accelerating the growth of innovation and technology ecosystem, and also manage the internet complexities and expansion of the intermediary types. Protect the citizens' rights, address emerging technologies and the risks, and be future proof and future ready. These are all the major objective of the global standard cyber laws. Based on this particular platform only, the government of India is also focusing on the Digital India Act of 2023. Right, so the Digital India Act will be four-pronged legislation, out of which a draft Digital Personal Data Protection Bill was put out by the government last year itself. So why India has required this particular bill? Remember, India has now 850 million internet users compared to 5.5 million users in the year of 2000. So it's a huge number. According to the central government, India is world's largest digital connected democracy. The internet is largely governed by Information Technology Act of 2000, which was created for the nascent internet ecosystem in pre-digital India. A lack of provisions here on user rights and trust and safety, among other challenges, limit the IT Act. The internet has evolved from being a source of information to also being a platform for disinformation and fake news. So the lack of data and privacy protection also shortcomings of the current law, and regulating the internet and cyberspace in India giving rise to the need of the change. So the Digital India goals of 2026, you need to understand this, around 1 trillion digital economy by 2025 to 26, and shape the future of technologies. global innovations and entrepreneurship system, and also become a significant and trusted global player for the digital products, devices, platforms, and solutions. These are all the major areas to be followed in terms of the new bill. So the context of this news, just go through it and take this value added so that it's easy for you to understand why this particular article was written. This topic comes under your General Studies 3, Science and Technology. Moving towards the next article of the day related to the cow vigilantism and mob lynching, which was there in your news page. This incident is reporting in India multiple times. See, the man got lynched by a group of cow vigilantes. In that particular incident, 11 people got arrested. A 32-year-old man was lynched allegedly by a group of cow vigilantes on suspicion of transporting beef in Nashik district of Maharashtra. 11 people have been arrested in this case. Okay, why this is happening? This topic comes under your GS2 and GS1. GS1 is your Indian society. GS2 it is about your policy, government policies and interventions. First, you need to know what is meant by this mob lynching. Mob lynching refers to targeted violence by a large group of people, which includes offense against the human body or property, whether it may be public or private. See, the mob believes they are punishing the victim for some perceived wrongdoing things, even if it is not necessarily illegal, and take the law into their hands, disregarding legal rules and procedures, which is known as mob lynching. And what is meant by cow vigilantism? Cow vigilantism or lynching in the name of cow protection poses a serious threat to the secular fabric of the nation. Killing of people just on the suspicion of beef depicts the intolerance among the vigilantes. So you know about the biases, rise of cow vigilante, lack of speedy justice, inefficiency of the police administration. These are the major causes for this mob lynching. So the government also took a multiple steps to give a pressure to this issue. But since it is happening, we need to give a more focus on eradicating this mob violence from our country. Okay. Moving towards the next article that is related to Chardham Yatra. Okay, Chardham Yatra. So what exactly the article is about, which is there in your news only. Since April, 149 Chardham Yatris died from ailments and accidents. 72 deaths were reported in Kedarnath, 28 in Yamunotri, 27 in Badrinath, and 16 in Gangotri. Based on the data which released by the health department related to the death, what is the cause? Heart attack. So the pilgrimage season to go on till the third week of November. So remember, this particular topic comes under your art and culture because it is related to the yatra, Char Dham Yatra. Okay, so as per this context, just go through it because the economy also it is very important in terms of tourism. So Badrinath temple is undergoing a facelift is at an estimated cost of around 500 crore, like sorry, 550 crore. Okay, right. So then funded mainly by the center. Right, coming back to this Chardham, what is the importance of Chardham? Chardham means four religious places in Uttarakhand, collectively used for the religious circuit over holy Hindu pilgrimage centers like Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, and Yamunotri. Okay, Gangotri and Yamunotri, which is known as Chardhams. All four temple shrines are located in Garhwal Himalayas range of Uttarakhand. Garhwal Himalayas range of Uttarakhand. This is considered as most sacred religious place to be visited by Hindus to get rid of their sins and pave path to ultimate goal of human life, that is known as moksha. Right? So this is known as Chardham. Chardham Yatra. People used to go for these four places to get salvation, that is moksha. So these are all the important topics that we are going to focus on the day from the Hindu newspaper. Moving towards the Press Information Bureau. So the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted the people on occasion of Karchi Puja. Okay, Karchi Puja is a Hindu festival from the state of Tripura. The festival involves the worship of 14 gods, forming the dynasty deity of the Tripuri people. So, transits its etymology. The term kar means chi, kar means sin, chi means cleaning, sin cleaning. Therefore, the name translates to cleaning of sins. The temple of the 14 gods was built during the reign of Maharaja Krishna Manikya. Maharaja Krishna Manikya. This is an old tradition being celebrated from some time around 1760 AD, since has been an unusual occasion for the community to come together and soak in the festival. Next one is about Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Shri Parshottam Rupala launched Nandi, that is NOC approval for new drug and inculation system portal, yesterday, that is 26th of June. Okay, right. So this portal is like regulatory approval process for the transparency to access and examine the veterinary product proposals will be more streamlined. Okay, so this seamlessly integrate with the Sugam portal of Central Drug Standard Control Organization as well. Next topic, it is related to the Union Minister and the Minister of Cooperation. Shri Amit Shah has said that under guidance of PM Narendra Modi, the policy of zero tolerance against the narcotics adopted Ministry of Affairs and Home Affairs is showing successful results. So it is related to the zero tolerance policy related to the narcotics. Okay, narcotics, many cases were prevailed in the airport regarding the, drug dealing. So whole of government approach, the Modi government come up with coordination of different departments makes the policy more effective. So the Ministry of Youth Affairs and the Sports has invited nominations for Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Award 2022, which is TNA, okay, Thana, okay, which is recognized to achievements of a persons associated in the field of adventure and to encourage young people to develop the spirit of endurance, risk taking, cooperative teamwork, and quick, ready, and effective reflexes in the challenging situations. Next, from the All India Radio, it is related to the flagging of five Vande Bharat Express trains at Rani Kamlapati railway station in Madhya Pradesh today. The five trains are listed here, just go through it. It is not much important for you, but you need to know about the Vande Express trains. What is the importance? What is the importance of Vande Express trains? It is an indigenously designed and manufactured semi-high speed self-propelled train that is touted as the next major leap for the Indian Railways in terms of speed and passenger convenience since the introduction of Rajdhani Express. It comes under your Make in India, program. And also, External Affairs Minister, said India will soon be embarking on Passport Seva Program version 2.0, which includes new and upgraded e-passports. Okay, e-passports. Remember, this program is simple: expansion and improvement of the e-passports. The initiative is aimed to creating a digital platform that would be transparent and more accessible and reliable, that would be backed by a trained workforce. So the last part of the discussion for the day, that is vocabulary. Decimate, that is known as destroy. Tranquility, which is known as peace. Conflagration means a large destructive fire that causes significant damage to the property and or people. Go through the synonyms and antonyms of the same, and these three words are taken from the Hindu newspaper only, right? So these are all the important areas to be focused for the day. Stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.